For the past 5 years I have been using cold outreach. Today I will tell you how to generate hundreds of qualified high-value leads in minutes, regardless of your niche location. If you are unfamiliar with lead generation, it's the process of building lists of contact information with your potential customers who are interested in your products or services. Watch this video all the way through to avoid a huge mistake that could have cost me everything. After watching this video, you will be able to generate such lead lists in minutes. Let's talk about ways how to gather leads. For example, Google Maps. You can find leads on Google Maps, but the problem is you can see their numbers, but it's company numbers. It's not personal numbers of decision makers. But we need to contact decision makers because those people are making the decision whether to buy your product or not. It's simple. So usually decision makers, by the way, it's CEOs, founders, but in some case it might be another person who can make a decision about the purchase. If we look at LinkedIn and cold outreach on LinkedIn, is it good channel or bad? The problem is that recently they started limiting amount of messages which you can send, and another problem is that right now you can have only real LinkedIn profiles. So for example, you can have your own profile, you can have profile of, let's say, your wife or maybe some other relative, and it will be free profiles. It's small amount, and sending 10 messages from each profile, it's like nothing. Yeah. So what about cold emailing? Yeah. People have been using this approach for many years, and probably it will work. Yeah. But there are multiple problems with this approach. Actually, for example, the first one is that you need to warm up your mailboxes for at least 2 weeks, but it's not the biggest problem. Another problem is that you need to create multiple mail servers, for example, by multiple Microsoft Outlook accounts or Google Workspace or things like that. And another problem is that, and actually this one is huge, recently Google made updates to Gmail, and now most of your letters, they will just land into spam folder. There is no much sense in this, and by the way, many people use autoresponders, and it's another headache. So let's talk about other ways. If you speak about personal mobile phone numbers, there is an inconvenience that when you make calls, a very small amount of people will reply to you, and almost each time you deal a number, you will hear something like please leave a message, please leave a message. So you just talk to autoresponder and that's it, and you waste huge amount of time, and this channel brings you very low conversion. So if you leverage this channel, you will spend days and actually not spend, you will waste them, yeah, because it's a channel with very low conversion. But not everything is bad, and there is light. So in this list of ways how we can gather leads, and this is Facebook. Facebook is a great channel because it has more than 3 billion people, so it's basically the biggest database of leads in the world. And why it's great for cold outreach, because you can use any amount of Facebook accounts at the same time and send a huge amount of messages, basically limitless, and this way you can generate any amount of appointments. By the way, it's 5 a.m. on the clock, so please give me a like. You might be wondering what Facebook cold outreach process looks like. Let's split it into different processes. So the first process is how it looks for business, and another one technical. So for business, you just send mass messages to different people who are your potential customers. You have a call to action, something like course or chat, and once they reply, you send them a Calendly link which they open and book an appointment with you. Then they come to the call and you just close them. Another approach, you can ask for their phone numbers or email addresses if it's better for you. If we talk about the technical side of the process, I would recommend you doing this way. Each Monday you collect leads, target them, and you send follow-ups and send mass messages. Other days you just send follow-up and mass messages. These processes, they can be automated, and later I will tell you how to do that. If you need to get results faster, or if you need to get more appointments, you just add more Facebook accounts, and this way you just scale multiple times. It's like you would hire multiple people and they will be doing Facebook call to outreach in the office, but the approach which I will show you, it will do it automatically for you. You don't need to hire these people. After covering the process steps, I will give you a message structure that just generates appointments, and basically on any social media, so just keep watching. So let's talk about where to find potential clients on Facebook. Yes, there are multiple places on Facebook where you can collect leads, where you can parse them. It's Facebook groups, business pages, friend lists, people search, and business pages search. So In the most cases, you just need to go to Facebook groups and there you will find your target audience. For example, if we're looking for business owners, we can type in the search field something like Business Los Angeles, and then we go to the group section and there you will find groups. You just open public groups and collect leads from there. But I would also recommend you to join private groups. Usually it takes a few seconds and they approve you on the next day. In a few moments I will show you how you can parse these leads. And another interesting thing is when you do a search on Facebook, if you are looking for leads in the US, you can specify different cities and states in the US in the search field, and this way you will get much more different groups. So it's a great thing how you can extend your leads database. So let's start a profile. I click the run button. We open Facebook. First thing what we need to do, we go to the search field. I type Los Angeles business. Then we go to the groups section and open a group. For example, let's open this one. So we're inside the group. Let's go to the people section. Sometimes it's called members, but it's the same. And here you can see there is a list of members of this group, and what we need to do now, we are going to collect these people. So I click the collect leads button. Here we can specify different job titles, something like CEO, executive, owner, founder, resident, something like this. By the way, there is an option to specify negative keywords. For example, if you are looking for insurance agents, you might want to specify real estate to avoid real estate agents. In our current case, we just leave this field blank. So I click the filter and collect button. Now the software takes only those profiles that have these keywords under their name. Under their name we can see their job title and company name. So I click the enough profiles button. Okay, as you can see, we collected 950 leads. After you collected leads, sometimes you need to target them deeply. So the software allows you to do this by different criteria, such as the location, where you can specify keywords that should be present in their lives in field or from field. So basically it could be cities, states or countries, and other targeting criteria are gender and friends amount. To target more specifically, click this link, target. There are 3 different targeting options. Let's click the location. Here you can specify keywords that should be present in the lives in field, which you can see here or here otherwise. You can also enable filtering by gender and friends amount if you need it. So then you just click the target and filter button and you will have collection with the leads only matching your targeting criteria. Keep watching this video till the end and you will get a lifetime promo code. After you collected and targeted leads, you need to send a mass message. So now let's do the most interesting thing. Click the send messages button. Here we can specify the outbound message that we are going to send. There is first name and a greeting. It's randomization syntax. There will be either hello, hi or hey. And the same syntax is used for call to action. Actually, you can use this syntax at any part of the message. Just a random option will be chosen. This is done for safety reasons, and also sometimes it's useful for split tests. At the bottom of the window you can see there is the add to friends checkbox and like post of profiles. I would recommend you to have both enabled, because this way leads will receive more notifications from you and it's a high chance that they will contact you. So I click the send button and the messaging process started. As you can see, the software likes a post and it will like from 1 to 3 posts, as I said in the settings when I started this cold outreach. Then it will send the friend request and then it will send the message itself. After this process it will open the next profile and it will repeat this process for each lead. And while this is happening, I would like to show you that in another profile we already have the same collection of leads, and all we need to do is just to click the send messages and send, and that's it. Basically you click these 2 buttons in each profile and they are messaging at the same time. You just multiply your results. Like it's the same as you would have multiple people working in the office, but for this case it's just software doing this for you. As you can see, the message, the first name is specified, the same as in the profile. To multiply the results, you just run multiple accounts and hit send messages and send and message and send in each of them. Talking about the message structure, there are 4 main components. The first one is greeting. Don't forget to specify the first name. The second one is problem. Mention the problem, the pain of your target audience, or maybe something interesting to them. And the third one is solution. And the fourth one is call to action, something like what's the chat or are you free for a quick call this week, something like that. Keep your message short. Nobody likes to read long messages. Important thing about duplicates. If you use QCOM, you won't have duplicates. For example, if you start the cold outreach again using the same collection of leads, it will continue from the place where it left. If you run multiple Facebook accounts, it will keep track of everything, and even if you run all these accounts on the same collection of leads, it will handle different profiles. It won't message the same people again. And even if you, for example, start sending messages and some of these leads you already had conversation with those people in the past, the software won't message those people if you have the checkbox enabled, and it's enabled by default. Talking about the lead list generation that I mentioned in the beginning, just click the export link, click OK, minimize the window, choose a place where to save your file, click Save, move the file to Google Drive, open it, let's choose Google Sheets. And here it is, we have the list of leads. So, talking about my personal recommendation, I recommend you keep pushing and send 100 messages each day. And basically that was my huge mistake when I just started. I was sending a small amount of messages, and but eventually I started sending 100 messages each day, and that's when I started getting appointments. Great thing about this approach and about this tool is that you don't need to buy any third-party tools or proxies or things like that. You have everything in the box. By the way, everything works out of the box. You even don't need to configure anything. You just install the software and you already have these profiles, and you just hit the run button and that's it. If you have any questions for me about the process or about anything, just write a comment and I will reply to you. To start getting appointments right now, just visit qcom.com and download the software. Use the promo code that I specified under the video to get the discount.